Really quick, there was another comment.
I had a family ask me about this and it drew my attention to it. I just want to make sure that the policy committee is truly okay with the wording in here, and it's on policy 5780.
Yeah.
The second paragraph or sentence, which reads, "In providing students the opportunity for an education to which they are entitled, the WUSD shall attempt to offer nurture, counsel, and custodial care appropriate to their age and maturity." All policy members are okay with that language.
Thank you for bringing that up. I think in the process of discussing the updates, we did gloss over that. Do you guys have any initial thoughts on it?
I don't think that it's the WUSD staff responsibility to counsel or offer custodial care for children, personally.
Yeah. And then, so then I'll bounce that back
That's
to
why
Jared.
I was hoping it could be adjusted and separated between student rights and parents' rights.
Yeah. And so I'll bounce that back to Jared really quick, because I know that sometimes we have terminology that sounds a little unusual, I suppose, as far as like day-to-day speech is concerned. But maybe there's like a specific like legal element to that. Can you give us a little bit of information if you have it?
Yeah, I'm trying to think, which number is that?
It's the first one. It's item A and it's 5780. The student parent rights discussion.
It's
Item A.
it's a second paragraph.
Okay.
Oh, the second,
Yep.
First line of the second paragraph in that policy,
in providing students with the opportunity of education, right?
Yeah.
right?
And it says
Okay, hold on a
VW
second.
shall.
Yeah, in providing. Okay, so what is the part with that you have question about?
The three terms, nurture, counsel, and custodial care, they do, reading over it, have they have an unusual flavor.
Yeah,
to say
especially
the
the
least.
counsel. Are we providing counseling without a license here? What's going on?
No. For instance, like, of course, when we say offer nurture, right? You're nurturing somebody, they get bumps and bruises, scratches, they're crying, they want mom, and it's like, mom's not here right now, you're nurturing them, right? That kind of stuff. The custodial care part comes in, especially when you have students with needs. We may need to do some custodial care with those individuals.
Can you build that out and tell me what that means?
Without trying to be graphic, they may have a rectal suppository that we have to help them place.
So like the nurse would help them. That's what that means.
Right, and I mean, it's custodial care, but we have to do that, right? And I'm not trying to be gross, I'm just saying, like, I'm not,
It's nursing services.
it's nursing services, right?
There are things that, well, we're not, what we do have an RN, we have people in our health rooms that do the custodial care of students to make sure that they're not bleeding or that they're not having issues, that they receive their medication.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
Yes, thank you. And then the counsel
And
part.
we certainly have students who are in conflict, right? They see, their school counselors, to talk through that and work it out. And sometimes they work it out together. Sometimes they work it out together, sometimes they don't, right? It depends on the issue. I mean, we don't call a parent for every instance between students,
But if the district is offering that student some sort of counseling,
not counseling like you would see
the
from
parent should be aware, Jared.
I would understand that
Counsel.
if it was the kind of counseling that you would get from a licensed counseling, a licensed counseling professional. We're talking about, talking about friend strategies and working things through and those kind of things. We're not talking about the things that a licensed a licensed professional counselor would talk about. That's a whole different level that our staff are not prepared for. If it was something like that, we would refer the family to those kind of services.
So I think what kind of comes across with that terminology is there's almost a parental flavor to it. And so maybe a good solution to that would be if we're talking to Renee, can we ask Renee about alternative vocabulary that it maybe carries a little
I
bit
just
more
want you-
formal sense?
Yeah, I want you guys to understand what we do.
Yeah.
So that you can help me craft what you want. I'm not
Mhm.
defending the language. I'm saying,
Mhm.
here's what we
Yeah,
do.
most definitely.
Right? And I don't want people to think we're offering the kind of counseling that you might be worried about, because certainly we wouldn't do that.
Right,
Right?
right. I mean, because like in a natural situation, where if you're trying to help develop a child's soft skills, you might actually
Exactly.
provide some, you know, yeah, this is a better decision than in
The hard
that,
part
you
is how
know,
to communicate that in the language.
right.
I mean, you do have guidance counselors, so I mean, the word counsel is not completely out of place there, or at least that's, they're still called that, right?
They're
Guidance
called-
counselors,
There's called
school counselors, okay, well, there you go, maybe even better. So, I mean, you have a school counselor offering counsel, I totally understand that. Okay, interesting.
Right.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, I guess that would be the action item if there's